Oh, hey there, and welcome to the Ope-Eh Three-Way Pro Wrestling Podcast on this episode 57. Fellas, we're in the middle of some MLB madness right now. We got the Brewers and the Jays on deck. Donnie, Pierce, how are we feeling about all this craziness?
Can't talk. Watching the score.
I'm doing okay.
I know we're done.
It's been a week. It's been a fun week so far, but it's been a week. Yeah, I mean it's been a fun week. You and me were at Brawl at the Beer Hall. Brawl at the Beer Hall. Two poor decisions.
Bob, talking like the Jays bullpen was performing, like your fantasy football team has been performing. Even.
Hey, I won.
Hey.
I gotta win.
Hey,
Wow.
I did witness.
Wait. Hey.
I wasn't. I was expecting a golf clap.
Well, this was actually
Well
more.
done.
This was you.
I prayed for this and it happened.
I really wasn't. No.
Probably had to pray how bad your team was, but congratulations.
I won by like 40 points.
Yeah, but your team is not good
My team's good enough.
for a 1-4 record. Sorry, talk about that brawl.
Yeah, no, shout out to Steve. Shout out to Steve Tortorello for throwing on a great fucking show. Pro Wrestling Ventures, soon to be, looks like Warrior Wrestling coming back. They really knocked this one out of the park.
It was an absolutely incredible show. We saw an absolute banger of a tag team match between the Pro Wrestling Revolver Tag Champs, Latino's Most Wanted, and Matthews and Boney, I believe the tag team name was.
Bang and Matthews.
Bang and Matthews. They
Yeah,
were
Danny
it
Bang.
was fucking incredible. And we got some interviews that we did. You interviewed Steve. I interviewed the Outrunners.
Mm-hmm.
I interviewed Matt Cardona. We interviewed Ben Bishop together, and then we also made a new friend. Shout out to Mark Esses, the drummer for, famed band Downstate. That interview is already up, but be ready to see these other interviews coming up. You'll see them on our TikTok page or YouTube page, Facebook, Instagram, and of course the new episodes you will see on Spotify and YouTube as always. And don't forget to follow us on X. But Donnie, what time is it?
It is the bottom of the first.
Oh, that's not the time I was thinking of. I want to go back to
That's
the past.
not in our time zone. It's not.
No.
I mean, before I go into that, in our time zone, it would still be the bottom of the first, Brandon.
Yes, that's very true.
Is that true?
Yes,
no.
no matter where you are on the planet, it would still be the bottom of the first in the Toronto Blue Jays baseball game.
Well, sure, in the Toronto Blue Jays baseball game, I'm talking about, the I-94 rivalry, the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. I want to know where that's at.
Anyway, in 2001, on an episode of Raw, Stone Cold Steve Austin would defeat Kurt Angle for the WWF Championship, which would be his final WWF Championship, number 6. Kurt Angle beat him about 3 weeks earlier at Unforgiven. The reason that he beat him was because of the 9/11 terrorist bombings. So, had to get an America happy, go lucky guy. America first. Kurt Angle he was born on milk and, bald eagles and all that fun stuff.
Sure.
But Stone Cold had to win it back, and that was his final run before he lost it to Jericho at, I believe it was Vengeance 2001. I might be incorrect, but it's the night where he beat Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night that he continues to talk about 25 years later.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would too.
2006, WWE No Mercy from the Raleigh Center in North Carolina. MVP would make his WWE debut, defeating a jobber, and King Booker would retain his World Heavyweight Championship in a fatal 4-way match against Finlay, Batista, and Bobby Lashley, pinning Finlay.
Of course.
Can't say I'm surprised at that result.
Who did he pin in that match?
I mean, he could have pinned Bobby. Bobby
has always been protected.
Yeah, Bobby was always...
With
Bobby
Finlay, yes. Finlay there, yes. But if it was just a triple threat, it would have been Bobby. I don't think Batista's getting pinned in that match anyway.
No, that's true.
But we'll jump ahead 11 years, 2017, Hell in a Cell from the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. The Usos would defeat the New Day in a banger Hell in a Cell match to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. and end their feud of the year in 2017. They absolutely just had incredible match after incredible match. Go check them all out. And in the main event, Kevin Owens would defeat Shane McMahon in a Falls Count Anywhere Hell in a Cell match, thanks to a heel turn from Sami Zayn.
Interesting.
Yeah. Shane did have a good match with him.
Their feud did make sense to have one, but it's also like it didn't help that Hell in a Cell was a diminished gimmick at that point because they made it a whole pay-per-view instead of a special once-in-a-lifetime match for Hell in a Cell worthy feuds. But, Vince gonna Vince. So. And
there
then
were some
finally,
decent matches.
Yeah, but most of them did not need the cell. That's the point of Hell in the Cell is that you have to have a blood feud. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, is the last one that we saw for good reason, and that was a blood feud.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess I'm just saying you had a couple good Hell in a Cell matches kind of tucked in with all the quantity that you had there for a bit.
Yeah, most of them were bad. But anyway.
Most of them, yes. Some were great.
Happy birthday to The Miz. But this weekend we got Crown Jewel, I believe.
Sorry. Trying to do like 6 things at once. I do not want to diminish The Miz. Team player, very underrated. He can wrestle. Fucking
does good lucha
otherwise.
things.
Happy birthday, Miz.
But anyway, we got Crown Jewel this weekend, Perth, Australia. I know that the show is built up pretty well. I just don't care for it. That's just me.
It's not in Saudi Arabia. You don't have to hate it now.
Well, that doesn't matter. It's just it's a show to. It's like non-canon in my eyes.
Well, it's like definitely not non-canon. It's definitely
it's like,
not.
Come on now.
It's like Survivor Series when they had to stop all stories so they could do Raw versus SmackDown. That's what it is.
Like bragging rights.
Yeah, just it's there. And I understand that a lot of the matches are well built, and this is probably the most well built show that we've had since maybe SummerSlam. So probably even Mania before that. It's very well built. I believe it's going to be at 8 a.m. Eastern time for us. It's an early show because Australia is down under. But what's the match card look like, Donnie?
Well, it's good that you asked that question as I pull that up. We are at the RAC Arena in Perth, Western Australia. Different venue than the last time they were in Perth. I think this is a much smaller venue, if I'm not mistaken. It's not a stadium. Looks like it's, it has a capacity of 15,500. So definitely a smaller show on this one, but it's not their first trip there recently, so you can understand why. There are 5 matches on the card, and we will start with the match that was announced most recently, which is Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight.
So apparently, according to Meltzer, this is scheduled to main event, which makes no fucking sense.
Hell no.
I get it's Roman, but I don't want this match to main event. There is a better, well-built story that should main event that we'll get to in a bit. I think Bronson should win. It's the same as Paris. Bronson should win. I don't think he will. I think there's going to be some shenanigans. I think we're going to see a shoey. Somebody's going to get hit with Vegemite. It's going to be a match. It's going to be a good match. But again, it's just there. And that's no disrespect to Roman. That's no disrespect to Bronson. But it's just going to be another loss for Bronson, which he does not need. Roman should be putting him over. And to show how this match would have made more sense if Bronson won at Paris. Simple as that. That's my thoughts on it. Roman's going to win. Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if there's no kangaroo kicks, I'm not buying. That's all I'm saying.
MJF
Bronson needs to leave the feet. Well, no, but he doesn't have the copyright on the kangaroo kick. Come on now. There's plenty of kangaroos who kick. that have no legal permission to do so or otherwise. But I'm just saying, I agree with your sentiment. I don't think this match is. I mean, I don't really know that this match is necessary. If they want to put over Bronson, like, right, they probably could have, had him beat Roman before beating him down. I don't know if the plan was always for him to come back so soon. I can only guess at that. But, and especially now with Roman and kind of being a presence in Jay's life career again, it'll be interesting to see if one or both Usos involve themselves. If there's a slew of Bloodline Vision shenanigans, I'm sure there will be.
Come on, it's when it happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Bronson winning, frankly, unless they want to make this a threefer. But like, I don't know. I don't see Roman losing. I'll put it to you like that. Even in Aussie land, I don't see Roman putting Bronson over. So I'm gonna say Roman wins.
Okay. I think you're both wrong.
Wow.
I think Bronson Reed's going to win this match.
Okay.
I think he's going to win this match because this is going to be the bridge that gets us to War Games. Between this match and Seth versus Cody, which we'll talk about in a bit, I do believe that Division wins both of those matches. Spoiler, I guess, to a prediction a little bit later. And that will cause the squad to get together to deal with them come War Games, I think.
Oh.
So
Bloodline in the War Games one more time.
I think
I like what you're saying.
I think having Roman win here again doesn't do Roman any favors. Certainly doesn't do Bronson any favors. It doesn't do Division any favors. I think Braun Breaker will get involved in this match, especially because it's a street fight. I do think Jimmy and
It's an
Jay.
Australian street fight.
Yes, which means there'll be some nonsense involved, as you mentioned. But I do also believe that Jimmy and Jay will get involved and will actually cause Roman to lose through their disagreements, we'll say. That's my opinion. It certainly won't be a clean finish, but I think Bronson.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
Street fight.
I truly hope you're right.
We'll find out.
Drop bears.
Next match is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane.
It's hard to say Rhea's going to lose, but it would make the most sense for them to lose because the Kabuki Warriors, especially after this heel turn, which this is probably my favorite story going into this match. They built it up for months, and it's been a lot of fun. And since Asuka's heel turn, she's just turned it up to 11. And it's been great. And Rhea became Blue Rhea recently, which was entertaining. And I think the Kabuki Warriors should win. I'm sure there'll be some shenanigans. I doubt Rhea takes the pin. I would assume Io does, even though she did just lose clean to Miss Vicquay at WrestlePalooza. But I think the Kabuki Warriors should win due to some shenanigans and maybe a full-on heel turn from Kairi because she's not necessarily like she's a heel, but she's not. She's just kind of dealing with the mob boss of Asuka.
A reluctant heel.
Yeah, she's very much she just wants to keep the peace, but she can't because she has somebody that will kill her if she doesn't listen. So I'm gonna go with the Kabuki Warriors. Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like the Kabuki Warriors are the way to go. Well, actually, let me think about this. Maybe Io Rhea is it, and then maybe Io gets the pin over Kairi. I mean, Asuka is still going to be a feature. I think you're still got a program with Io and Asuka that's going to be feature. Kairi is definitely like the weaker link in this whole picture here, right? So I could see her eating the pin in it. I don't think Rhea's got any personal stake in it. I think she's going to get Io there, but I mean, I see Io at least pinning Kyrie, and then that sets up her and Asuka because I feel like that's kind of been the back burner plan forever now, even when she was world champ. I feel like this is how they kind of get that through. So that's my take. I think Io's going to pin Kyrie. So there's that.
I think Rhea's gonna pin Kyrie just because, again, lol
Ah,
Rhea, lol Australia.
no,
And
sure.
but
Kangaroos,
yeah,
Vegemite, fairy
yeah,
bread.
yeah, all that stuff. I think this show is gonna need a very clear face to win. So I think this is the place where it makes the most sense for that to happen. So.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
And the typical whatever happened on Monday Night Raw being the heels getting the advantage. We know how that tends to go. So,
Yeah.
John Cena versus AJ Styles.
I'm glad they're doing this match. I know they said that the fans did this match. Of course, this was on the books the entire time. Let's not lie to ourselves here. I think John's going to win. I hope they give him enough time. I hope it's a banger. These two had one of my favorite feuds when AJ joined the company and had one of the greatest matches I've ever seen at the 2017 Royal Rumble. Do I think they hit those highs? No, but I think they'll have a great match. John needs a win after getting just mollywopped by Brock, and AJ can take a loss. It'll be a good match. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's I believe John Cena's last international appearance on the tour as well. So given the
That
two
makes
men
sense.
that are involved, I think they're going to give this time. I think they're going to really let it hash out. I mean, considering, in the latter part of John's career as an active WWE performer, like AJ definitely brought out the best in him. So I got to believe that based on, the popular vote kind of dictating this match, I feel like it's going to be one for the fans to remember. So I think that John will win. I think it's going to go the distance. Um, and yeah, and I mean, they're already talking about, and we could talk about that in other eps too, but they're talking about leading up to his final match at Saturday Night's Main Event in December. Like maybe there's some announcement pertaining to that. Um, some rumblings of a tournament to determine who faces him in December. So maybe that's something we hear about as well. It'd be interesting to see.
The name they're saying it's going to be has been the name we've heard all year, and I won't be mad if it's that name. So,
I would be.
yeah, but you thought this name got buried at WrestleMania, so
Well, we don't got to go that far. I'm just speaking my opinion. I'm putting 2 cents out there, but
which again he was not buried. Just want to throw that out there.
that's fine. That's fine. What do you think, Don?
John Cena wins. It'll be a good match.
Yeah,
There's no story here, so there's not really much to talk about. It'll be a good match. John Cena will win. I think that's
yeah,
basically it.
yeah. Long and short of it.
Yeah.
We're getting what we expected the retirement tour would be now, near the end of it. So I mean, we don't really need much story. It's AJ Styles, John Cena, one more round. That's all it needs to be.
Yeah, and how much story do you really
Sure.
expect there to be when there's only 2 months left in his run? So,
Yeah, pretty much zilch, right?
like, it's just the
That's
fact that
fine.
he's winding down, right? Like, he won the title, he lost the title. Now we're just at the tail end, right? So, um,
Enjoy it while it lasts,
yes.
because at
Uh,
the end you can't see him.
yes, that's correct. For the Women's Crown Jewel Championship, Stephanie Vaquer, who is the Raw Women's World Champion, takes on Tiffany Stratton, who is the SmackDown Women's Champion.
I think this is maybe the hardest match to pick because you just put the title on Stephanie. It wasn't going to be Stephanie going into this match. I think we can all agree on that. But now we're here, and I'm happy we're here. I expect a banger. I hope they give it the time it needs. Tiffany has been undefeated this year. I think we need to take that into consideration.
As has
But
Stephanie, I believe. No.
No, Stephanie
think
lost
she's lost.
qualifier match for Queen of the Ring at the very least.
And she lost to JC.
Yeah, I mean
I know
yes,
that's
you're
not
right.
main
WWE are
roster.
separated, but
No, but she lost to Queen of the Ring qualifying match, where she wasn't pinned, but
Mm.
she did lose that match. So,
but I think to really stamp Stephanie, she needs to win this match. I would be fine if Tiffany won it, even though her reign has not been amazing, but that's more on SmackDown's booking than Tiffany. And I will continue to be critical of SmackDown because it needs to get better. Because it's a tough watch right now. And Tiffany is fantastic. I mean, she's still over as Rover. I mean,
damn, you're right.
but
She has not lost a match. She has won no contest this year. That's crazy. I didn't know that she. I knew she obviously was champion, but like,
she's run the gauntlet
yeah,
against
holy
Nia
shit.
Jax and Jade Cargill, and that's it.
She had won no contest
Mm-hmm.
with Jade Cargill in April, and that was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Tiff's been on a tear.
I think, I wouldn't be surprised if Tiffany wins, but I think you need to put Stephanie over here. I think that makes sense to me. And so I'm going to go with Stephanie Becerra. Brandon, who do you think?
See, I'm almost inclined to slant the other way. And I think it's interesting that you use the term putting a stamp on her. Like, I mean, she practically just came from NXT and she beat Io Sky, who is arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world, acclaimed as such, won her triple threat at Mania, had an underrated world title run, like, and right, didn't defend as much as she probably could have or should have, but like,
She defended
she
like
beat Io
twice.
Sky for the title. Huh?
She defended it like twice.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Again, that's on the booking. That's not on her.
Agree.
It's
Well, right. No, absolutely. Well, I guess my point is the fact that, like, I mean, I would almost say, like, Stephanie doesn't really require a stamp the same way that Tiffany at this point I feel like would require, because Tiffany, I feel like for as long as she's been champion and for as many wins as she had, like, it's been, and we've been critical of this too. It's been like against a lot of the same type opponents. Like, she beat Charlotte Flair at Mania, great, right? And then who else has she defended against? I know Jade, and that was
Naya.
a all
Trish
right
Stratus
match.
is the only
Naya,
other name.
Trish. I mean, I feel
It's
like
those four. That's it.
in my opinion, like, if you're looking to try to really put an extra shellac on, like, the WWE Women's Championship and Tiffany Stratton as a prospect, right? I feel like Tiffany would be the one to go over here because,
She also defended against
right, like, I mean,
Bailey.
I feel like against who? Bailey?
Bailey, yes.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah, you're right, you're right. Um, I don't know. I'm more inclined to think that Tiffany goes over here personally. I mean, like, the sky's the limit for Stephanie, sure. Like, could she use the win? Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I feel like there's more to benefit if Tiffany wins this match, and especially for, like, the WWE Women's Championship, because it's gotten, relative to the Women's World Championship, it's gotten like next to no fanfare of any sort. Like, and then again, we blame the booking, right? Like, that's kind of how it is. SmackDown, we've been critical of in general, but I feel like Tiffany stands to benefit more from a win here, so that's my stance on it.
No influence on
I'm
the
gonna say
theme song
Tiffany.
whatsoever here. Or intro music.
No,
Or in need of a gimmick change.
Yeah, the fact that
no,
she didn't
no, no,
evolve at
no,
all
no.
from NXT. That's not taking a part, like, which clearly Tiffany hasn't either. If you watched her in NXT.
I mean, no, you're right. You're right. Tiffany
The
hasn't
only thing
really,
is
but
she's
Tiffany,
not daddy's little rich girl anymore, which honestly might be worth going back
She
to
wasn't even that near the
finish
tail
off
end
his reign.
of NXT, to be honest. But to get back on topic here, I originally would say that Stephanie should win this match. She needs to win more. Realizing that Tiffany's undefeated this year, like, she doesn't need to win by any stretch of the imagination. But then you have what happened in that triple threat match and the scrutiny that that match got as a result. And I think that's actually going to influence Tiffany winning this match. There's not much left for her on SmackDown, so I don't know how much longer she's going to have the title for.
Mhm.
It's kind of flat. I think that women's roster on SmackDown as a whole, when you have two of your so one of your top four stars is injured, and we don't know what's going on with Bianca Belair, but injured. Two of your other biggest stars are in a tag team, Charlotte Flair and Alexa
Mhm.
Bliss. Doesn't leave you very much when you're Tiffany Stratton, right? So um, I could see that being like her last win before maybe losing it at one of the more this upcoming shows. But I do think they probably want to put a little bit more on Tiffany as a result of what happened a couple weeks ago. So,
Makes sense.
but I do
Yeah,
agree
and
with you that I
two,
think it's very much a coin flip match between the two of them.
yeah, I mean they both have been pretty well protected throughout the last year, I would say. So you can't really say one has a distinct disadvantage, really.
No, I don't think so.
But
Uh, what probably should be the main event, but now seemingly isn't. I don't know what's going on there. I didn't see any about that, but Cody Rhodes as the undisputed WWE champion versus Seth Rollins as the World Heavyweight Champion for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship.
That 1,000% should win.
This is the
Cody has.
easiest match to call by far.
It's my
yep.
same argument from last year. Cody didn't need the win last year. Should have been Gunther. And, it's fine Cody won last year because they had a heel versus heel match for the women's, but that's not the case this year. Now you have a clear face versus heel and a face versus face. So with the women's, it's a lot tougher to call. But Seth needs this win.
100.
They need to
50% he does.
They need to give the Vision something other than beating up people on Raw.
And
They need to
SmackDown
give
now
him
too.
and SmackDown. They need to give him a fucking defining win to show him as the top heel in the company. Because right now he's just has the championship.
Well,
And
and you got that. Sorry, go ahead.
the only thing that he's done since he's had the championship is feud with CM Punk still. Not saying that feud is bad. I enjoy that feud. Has it been dragged on quite a bit? Yes. But I mean, the Raw main event scene is very healthy. There's multiple
Mhm.
people that could challenge Seth, but they need to give him a defining win, and he needs to stomp Cody's head into the fucking ground. Brandon, what do you
Yep,
think?
agreed. Couldn't have said it any better. I mean, the best thing about this feud going in is that we're definitely getting a lot more character progression out of Seth, getting into his motives for wanting to beat Cody, especially after a couple of years ago, like suffering that hat trick. Um,
It's worse than that.
it-
He's 0-22 in his career against Cody Rhodes.
oh yeah, that's definitely in there too. I mean, like from what we've seen, but yeah, when you factor in things like house shows and all that other shit, then
But then they
like
aligned
tag matches and
together.
other things.
But then they aligned together to deal with the bloodline, and then Cody. I thought they summarized that very nicely with saying like you couldn't even stay away from him for 6 months, and then you're his tag partner. So I
It was
do,
it was a
Yeah.
means to an end for Seth. That's all it was.
yeah. So I think
And
I did
because
like
we
that
know
connection there.
Seth is basically the modern day Edge, the ultimate opportunist to get what he needs. He is the architect for a reason.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and two, right? I feel like, I mean, in my mind, if you're gonna have in the women's match like the WWE Women's Champ go over, I feel like it only makes sense for the World Champion. And honestly, too, like I feel like the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, when we've talked about how many times it's been defended and like the matches that have resulted from it, but I feel like this is like the definitive moment to put the World Heavyweight Championship on equal footing with the WWE Championship as being like an opposite brand title. I mean, it caught a lot of shit for going into WrestleMania 40, like with Seth holding the belt, in spite of all the work that he did to really build its prestige. Ultimately, the belt that Roman had was the one that everybody wanted because it contained the lineage, it contained the intrinsic prestige. But now I feel like you're at a point, especially with Seth carrying the belt and especially with the vision being a factor with Paul Heyman at his side, I feel like this is the time where you put Seth over and you put him over Cody for the one time. And the one time is the most, that one win out of 22 losses is like the most definitive because again, it puts the World Heavyweight Championship on an equal footing. And especially when you look at the state of SmackDown now, I feel like that's easy bone picking to do, right? Like you set Raw as the top show, you put the World Heavyweight Championship as arguably the top prize. Yeah. Long story short, Seth wins.
Does Brock
That's my
Lesnar get
take.
involved in this match?
I don't know. We could see Brock, but he also, it is hunting season, so he could be going to kill deer with his bare hands.
Yeah, but he could
And
also
also
kill
bears
things in
with his bare hands.
kangaroos. Or say things in kangaroos. Things in Australia, but like kangaroos.
What? Yeah, kangaroos. Specifically
Like kangaroos.
kangaroos.
Oh, there's all kinds of shit you can hunt. And I'm talking
Sharks.
crocodile hunter. It's from Australia.
Crocodiles. Yeah.
Like,
Crocodile Dundee.
yeah.
Yeah, are you going to list them? I'll give you some whats real quick.
No, I just wanted to get the point across.
Kangaroos, what? Crocodiles, what?
Plenty of things that he could hunt
Giant
in
tarantulas.
Australia. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, whether it's in that
Emus.
match or in the Roman match, I definitely, I think it's more likely than not that we will see Brock Lesnar more directly aligned with the Vision.
I hope to God we don't see him get involved with the Roman match. I never want to see those two interact again, ever.
I don't think it'll get to that. I think they're
gonna
Seth
they're
Cody.
gonna be in a War Games match.
If that should be their only interaction, except maybe a Rumble face-off that they're gonna eventually have to show, oh, look at these two former rivals, and they think they're gonna get that Rock and Hogan thing, but they've had two good matches together.
The last
So
one
that's
was
Beasley,
probably
though,
the best
too.
one.
First one was the best one. I will die on that hill.
You did not get to see the ring get flipped by a tractor live in person, so
Yes, but being, as our buddy Wells Mania said, being in-house for an event, you will have a skewed view on things.
it was.
I mean, to be fair,
tractor.
yeah, to be fair, a tractor is a pretty magnanimous thing.
I think their best, just like as a pure wrestling match, was their first one because it was so fucking good. But we're off topic.
You're allowed
Donnie,
to be
what do you
wrong.
think?
You're allowed to be wrong. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Seth has to win this match, right? Like Paul Heyman said it best: to maintain credibility as a champion, as a locker room leader, and as a head of the Vision, he has to win. So there's no real room to debate, I think, the importance. Whereas if Cody loses, okay, we move on.
Cody's got other shit he's doing. Right.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So
He can take a loss, like very easily take a loss.
we say that a lot of times about Cody, though, and he doesn't do it. So I wouldn't be shocked if they somehow make Cody win this match, but 100% it should be Seth. Guess we'll find out.
But a lot of the
Absolutely.
time this year, we've said it should be this person, and we've been wrong.
Yeah.
So it's tough in that regard because we don't know what goes on in Triple H's mind besides I'm the game and I'm the cerebral assassin and I booked these guys.
And everybody on the internet is wrong, and we need to make more money.
You gotta add the because he does end his sentences and
Do we think Brock Lesnar interferes on Seth's behalf and makes it, drops Cody with an F5, so maybe that's Brock's next feud. And then Seth picks up the win, but under dubious circumstances.
That's possible.
So it shows Brock's alignment. So it shows Brock's alignment with Paul Heyman, right? It's protecting an interest, right? I mean, there's still the tension between Heyman and Seth. Like, can Seth really get the job done? Brock doesn't necessarily need to interfere on Seth's behalf or Paul's behalf, but he stakes his claim at Cody.
Well, the next
he
PLE,
puts himself at the front of the line.
So
Yeah.
And the division only has 3
Well,
guys.
I mean, yeah. Well,
Probably
maybe
add
Brock just
Brock
runs it back
and
like he did at the
Drew.
Chamber. But let's be real. Brock versus 5 in a War Games match. Like, I could see that going in Brock's favor.
Yeah, it's possible.
Brock in a team with 5 would be so
He's
weird.
the only person that's in favor of that. Nobody else.
Like, do you think
Literally
it's like when you remember when Brock Lesnar was in a tag tournament with Tajiri? Like how fucking weird that was to see Brock Lesnar in a tag team going for tag team titles. Like it's kind of the same vibe. Like,
How about when he was in the Elimination Chamber and eliminated everybody in 5 minutes?
oh, that wasn't weird. No, that was
And then
very,
he
very
killed
possible.
Austin Theory.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, by the way.
Yeah,
Thanks.
he sure did that.
Yeah,
Best time of our lives.
toss him right at the
wrestling
top of the
fans.
pod. Yeah, toss him right at the top of that pod. Yep, sure did. But yeah, Brock and War Games would be a weird sight.
It could happen still, though.
Brock on any team
Good.
is a weird sight. But Brock at this point in his career is more or less just chasing the bag. And if he gets paid enough, he'll do anything.
I suppose.
I'm going to let that comment sit and not add anything else after it.
Awful.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
But that's Crown Jewel. So
Yep,
got a quick one
predicts.
because we got some baseball to watch.
oh yeah, it is the 8th inning now, and the Cubs are still up by 1 now. So
Oh, we're closing
Yep.
the gap.
so
Go
We'll see what
Brewers.
happens. I don't, go Brew Crew. Fear the beer.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a Brewers Jays series there, Donnie.
Yeah.
It looks like you're leading the middle of the third here, so hey, I'm rooting for you.
yeah, they were also up 6-1 in the middle of the third yesterday.
They were. I watched it. I was
To be
mad
fair,
for you.
if
I
you're
was
not
getting
in
heated.
New York, who the hell is cheering for the fucking Yankees?
That's a good
Oh, brother.
question. Terrible people.
That's always the question.
It's like the Cowboys fans that don't exist in Texas.
They exist in a vacuum, right? They're kind of
They're like
isolated
they're
for
fucking
good reason.
Montana. They're like, oh, my favorite team is the Cowboys. It's like, what the fuck? Shut up.
Yeah,
America's
you're
team.
not human. No, not my America.
Geographical loyalty
Go
make a lot
Paco.
of sense. But we'll
Go
be back
Pack.
next week covering the results of this. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a fun show. This week you'll be seeing me and Brandon elsewhere. Wells Mania, we're going to be on his show this upcoming week, so expect to see us there. It's going to be fun. First time going on somebody else's show. We appreciate you, Wells. That's all I got,
sure.
Brandon.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say an early happy Turkey Day to you, Donnie, and all your fine Canadian brethren.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
I'm making a turkey. I was going to say that's why you two are going to be on the podcast and not me, because I will be busy making a turkey that day.
Oh, you're making it?
I am making a turkey. I just bought it yesterday. It's
Oh, hell yeah. Good shit, man.
defrosting.
That's my goal for this year.
We always buy frozen turkeys.
Oh, yeah.
But
I don't think I have the oven for it. I'll show you guys.
oh, it's one of those
I don't think I can do that.
Oh, we're getting the
you
tour.
can do a 10-pounder in there. You can do a 10-pounder in there.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm not making a 10-pound turkey for just myself. So
I do it.
Think of all the leftovers you have.
Yeah. Turkey sandwiches.
Dude, you can make so much shit.
I also don't have a turkey
soup.
pan. Like,
Go to the dollar
there's a lot of
store.
things I need.
We don't have a turkey pan. We just go to the dollar store and pick up one.
There you go.
Well, whatever. Also, okay,
Where
I
do you
did
get
have one
We
other
got
thing.
answers for everything, man. Don't you know that by now?
I do have one other thing. Congratulations to the Hardy Boys, new NXT champions, or NXT Tag Champions. They, I think, have cemented themselves as the greatest team of all time with that win.
I don't know if that
Well, I
way
mean,
is
I
the
would
one
argue.
to do it, but
I mean, they've won every tag team title except AEW, which they would have if not for something that happened.
right. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong in that regard. They are the most
Who else
decorated.
is there?
The most decorated.
The only other team's the Dudleys.
I don't know, man. I feel like it was the most of the NXT TNA trade that could have happened. Like the first TNA talent to get an NXT title had to be the fucking Hardys. It just had to
Why
be,
are
right?
you surprised? You shouldn't be.
I'm not surprised. I'm not at all. I'm not at all
Most decorated
surprised.
tag team of all time, basically.
Yeah, but you can't really call them like TNA. Like they just kind of go everywhere. They've been journeymen
Matt
for the
Hardy's
last.
greatest run of his career started in TNA.
Absolutely.
And
I'm
Jeff
not
Hardy
questioning that at all.
smoked cigarettes and turned heel that one time, which is really weird.
He also did something
The
else really
Antichrist of
bad
pro
in
wrestling.
TNA. So
Yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's what it is, right? It's what it is.
Yeah,
that
but
whole
Congrats to the
show was
Hardy
a waste of
boys.
time, though. I think, quite frankly, I did
it
not watch
was.
it. I was
It,
watching baseball, but I saw like it was like following little bits. They had 2 special referees. What was the point of them being the special guest referees? Nothing.
testing loyalties. Yeah,
Which
right. It
didn't even
didn't do shit
happen.
for
They both
story.
called it down the middle, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, right. Right. No,
Jordan
you're right.
Grace was kind of there more than anything.
Yeah.
Joe
Yeah.
She
Hendry
had a
was a
couple
good
bad
referee,
calls.
but
Hey, that's the referee's
Jordan
job, though,
Grace
just to
was
be there.
she missed some calls. We'll say that.
Called it down the middle.
If you're gonna go back and watch anything, go watch the Mustafa Ali All Ego Ethan Page match. It was fucking great.
Yeah, I'm not. Are you surprised that the greatest Canadian champion of this era put on another banger?
No,
It's a gift
because
to all of you.
he will be world champion one day and continue to put on bangers. Ego.
The pride of Hamilton. Or is it Saskatchewan? I always mix up.
Pride of North America, Donnie.
No, Canada. Have you seen the title?
He's the greatest North American of all time.
With a Canadian belt.
He's still a North
Which is
American.
part of North America.
You cannot. This that's a fact. You can't say it's not.
No, we're gonna just change it to something that doesn't have America in the name. If you guys can change the Gulf of Mexico, then we can change North America.
That was not us.
That's
that was
not how
somebody
that
else.
works. That's not how that works.
And you don't disparage El Grande Americano on this goddamn pass.
I didn't say a damn thing about El Grande Americano. I just said,
but where's he from?
Okay,
Where's he from?
There's more runs happening. I need to go.
All right.
Fine.
I assume you have nothing else. Brandon, you good?
Nope, I said my piece right there. Brewers, Jays. All
right. Thanks for stopping in the Ope 3-Way. Have a beer on us. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.